Hey everybody, my name is Charlie Campbell. I'm at Station 35 Shift 2. This video we're going to be going over the Rogue Echo bike that has recently been delivered to all of the stations. We're going to go over setup, how to operate it, different functions that it has, and how to maintain and clean it. So first off, we're going to start off with setting your seat. First you want to set your height to your seat relatively close to your hip and make sure that you lock it in. So the reason why we want to set it relatively close to your hip is that when you are sitting on top of it and you're pedaling, you don't want to have your leg completely locked out on the down. You want to have a slight bend as you're pedaling. We can also, getting off and resetting it, we can set the length of the seat forward and back depending on the length of your arms and what you're comfortable with. So after you find the appropriate seat setup, you can start pedaling. And as you start pedaling, the monitor is going to kick on for you so you can determine your different types of functions, which Seth is going to start going over right now.
Cool. All right, guys, so I'm going to go over the functions of the Echo bike. So if you just start pedaling, it's just going to start counting your timer. It's got different things it measures, like calories, power output with watts, and then just your distance in this corner. But those people that are new to this, it has preset workouts, and that's what I'm going to go over. So once you get on this screen, you can just go ahead and hit stop, and then we'll start out with this interval button. So this one's going to be interval 2010. Those of you that like Tabata stuff, it's preset for 8 rounds with 20 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest. It'll be 4 minutes total time. Once you're here, just hit start and it'll count you down and go. This will be your work. This here will count you down to 0, and then once you get to 0, it'll have 10 seconds rest. I would just pay attention to that. Like I said, it's a good way to get 4 minutes of work in. But if you want to do higher intensity sprint intervals, there's also a preset interval 10 seconds of work, 20 seconds rest, and same thing. You're just going to hit that countdown button, and boom. Next, we have the custom button. So the custom button is going to be just like the interval stuff, but you can set how many intervals you want. Say I want to do 15 intervals. I just hit the up button, and once I'm there, I hit enter, and next it's going to ask me about my work interval. So work interval, I could up it to a minute. It's really whatever you guys want to do. And then same thing with rest. So say I want to do 45 seconds and I want to rest for the same 1-to-1 ratio. Just go up to 45. And there you go. So you see here, it has your total time of your exercise and the custom set interval. Next, we have the target time, which is a good one for those of you who have never done this before. I would just start out with a light goal of just doing 5 minutes, moderate intensity. So if 10's the hardest thing you've ever done in your life and 0's laying in bed, aim for about a 5 just to get used to it and how your body reacts on it, and as well as when you recover, because this is a little bit more difficult than the rower. So like I said, if you want to do 10 minutes, go ahead and start out. It's going to count you down the whole time. Next is target distance. Some of the workouts that we do, you see that it has like the bike. They'll have bike 800 meters or half mile or whatever. Same thing. It's going to be in miles, not in meters. So just like I said, choose whatever distance you want to do. And same thing, it measures your cadence, speed, all that stuff. But the main thing it's going to measure here is the distance on the way down. The last one, I have 2 more. So target calories. It's just a function on here. It's not necessarily the calories that you burn during the exercise. So you can't justify, 100 calories doesn't really equal the 100 calories that you eat. So it's just a different measuring function of the ergometer. And like I said, say I want to do 100 calories, same thing. It's just going to count this down. Same screen as the rest. The last one is going to be target heart rate. So some of you guys that have polar heart rate monitors, I'm not sure if it syncs up to any of the Garmin's, because I don't have one. But if you do have one, go ahead and give it a try. It might. But the biggest thing I want to show you here is the target heart rate. If you do have one, maybe you have the Apple Watch and you can or the Fitbit, and you can gauge on your watch. So all it's doing is the 220 minus your age method and counting 80% of your max heart rate for high intensity and 65% of your max heart rate for we'll say that's moderate. But like I said, you're going to input your age here, and then it'll adjust the parameter of You're intense. All right, guys, clean this thing when you're done. All you need is a simple thing, a surface cleaner. You're gonna clean off the seat, the handles, and then just wipe down the monitor, anything you sweat on. I wouldn't worry about getting into the wheel. The last thing with this is this came with a wind guard. So it goes on like so. All you need is a Phillips head screwdriver. I'm gonna leave this up to you guys if you want it on there. We have ours off right now just because how hot it is in the bay. We like that wind kicking up on us, but like I said, it's up to you. I know some of you guys have to work out in the bay. In the winter, it might be a little sucky to kick up all that air when you're trying to warm up or work out. So that's all we got on this Rogue bike. If you have any questions, please reach out to anybody on the wellness staff. And thanks guys for watching.